Here we go. Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple of years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bone.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and Deputy Rose on the first play of the game. Lean McNeil in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, one play in, one sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Smith. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So often sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Got a man. It's Lockett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
24 yards.
A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Raider first down.
41-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
A run, and this is Ashton Genty. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
Just a yard on first down. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Goff to throw on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play, throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Laporta in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Detroit.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
Finding room to the 20. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Montgomery, and he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they will see what they can do with this 3rd and goal. Throwing, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And beautiful footwork on display. He is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
the touchdown. It's Bates to kick this one away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down.
The career is my estate, we abound. They paper baby mommies on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some reason.
From the shotgun, Smith. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete. Dante Fortin was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
He's going to try it here again. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Vegas.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Raiders will level things out at 7 apiece. Carlson, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense are now ready to get going on their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll get about 2. Devin White, that time on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. This one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
At the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second and a couple. To throw is Goff. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
First and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Brings up second and goal.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
On second down, Goff. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Makes the score Lions 14, Raiders 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return is Dylan Lowby. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Raiders offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Smith now. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 30.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Gino. Going for it all. That is caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
Yards is the gain on the play. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Genty. And he will get into the end zone. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Carlson now for the extra point.
After.
The kick is good. And the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Yeah, really with it. I should probably sound a hit, boy, because I got other hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers, pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico Pace, we putting working on the phones. Either that or try the money more to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to pay.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease. Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns. Still, they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page in this target. That's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up second down.
Give me the M and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give me the key.
Laporta in motion. A second down throw for Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Adam Butler in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
One final throw before the break. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. We'll start this drive with first down.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody know?
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. play action. Goff to the right side. That's St. Brown. And a monkey down just shy of the 40. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll push forward for about a yard. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here is Goff. That's over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's good.
Goff hooking up with his tight end Laporta, and they give the Lions the first down.
The 47-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now a pitch to Montgomery. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Goff. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take it back to the other side of midfield.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Back deep, it's Trey Tucker. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Raiders offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Smith, RPO, and that's Lockett.
Complete to Tyler Lockett. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Genty going to get it on the zone read. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, Smith going up top. He's got it, and he will score. Trey Tucker, touchdown Las Vegas. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs.
Junior Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
22 yards.
Goff hooking up with his tight end Laporta. They give the Lions the 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
10 more yards.
Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Is he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down, 1st and goal.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a 1st down.
1st and goal, and here's Montgomery. Oh, good blocking, and he's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. Everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Welby now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense, Geno Smith, getting ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start on the ground with Genty. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Blocked it on the slant. He's got it. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. Once again, right back to Lockett. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Throwing, Goff. Over the middle. He's got St. Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
They'll run with Gibbs. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
From the gun, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Lions first down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
That's caught. It's Isaac to Slot. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they had their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down.
Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
It is 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throw over the middle, caught by Tesla. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Montgomery. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Montgomery. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
mistake about it. He may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions go up by 7, 28-21. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Mostert now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion, that's Thornton. Smith to throw on 1st down. And he'll be brought down around the 38-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And now you really have to get into your full-speed 2-minute mode, Mike. After that conversion brings up a fresh set of downs, you've got to go, and you've got to go fast.
On 1st down, here's Gino to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. Here we go. One final play. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So it's a win here for the Lions. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.